Okay, well, it is the next weekend, and we are doing that front end I was telling you about. It looks like it's going to be a little bit more complex and potentially trying than we thought it was going to be. I'll show you what we got going on here. I did find out that I am missing one piece to connect this inner tie rod to the outer tie rod. But other than that, I believe we have everything. First off, I got this knocked loose already. This is the tie rod, obviously. So I'll try to show you what we got in here. I don't know if you guys have ever taken apart one of these, but it is it's kind of like Jenga. So we've got a piece in here. If I can find my screwdriver that I had 2 seconds ago. So you can catch the slot on here and turn this, right? But it stops, obviously, when you tighten it up. But you can only get about a rotation, maybe a rotation and a half out of it before it completely sticks and will not move. Yeah, right there. Yeah, it's jammed, and I've tried everything. So we're going to take a break on that for the moment because I believe we're going to need one of those sockets with the 4 teeth on them to get that out. But what we've already taken out is all of this. I got it lined up. This first, then that, big snap ring, this piece, little snap ring, then the cover. Right, okay. Glad we got that cleared up. So, all the new parts that we've got, well, I've got the light. Okay, so all the new parts, that long one there is going to be the passenger side inner tie rod, and it's already got the pitman arm bushing on the one side. Show you that right quick. Getting grease all over my seat. That's fine. Alright, so then this is, never mind, that's one of the tie rods. That's the other tie rod. Oh yeah. These are all of the 4 ball joints, upper and lower to both sides. This is the deal that I'm missing one of. It's the adjustment for bringing the tie rods and out. I only have one, so I'll have to go back snap it in the morning. That's fine. This, I don't remember what that is. Oh, that's the driver's side inner tie rod. So I'm gonna set you guys up over here. Done. I've got some help coming tomorrow that doesn't like to be filmed, but we should be able to get these knuckles off both ends, get the axles pulled out, and get the ball joints done. I'll try to get as much shooting of that as I can, but for the moment, let's just do this. That's what we can do right now. All these cotter pins have been absolutely just as stubborn as they can get. They're thoroughly wore out and rusty. Told my brother, oh yeah, no, we should be able to just get this ripped out right away and, you know, at least get both sides disassembled and we can start reassembling tomorrow. No. This is gonna be a 3-day project for sure. It's definitely not whatever size that is. Also, a safety pin. I had 5, I'm down to 2. The button snapped off of my favorite coat, or jacket, whatever you want to call it. So I safety pinned it, but those things come off like nobody's business. It's hammer time. No sense in both of us going dead. Alright. Well, that's that. I'd say that's pretty wore out. I don't know, what do you think? I think it's wore out. But we got brand new ones and it's apart, so you know what? I'm just gonna put them in. Okay, let's lay out some parts and take some measurements. Let's see, where are we at? Let's go this side first. Okay. So, never done this before. I've honestly never torn into a four-wheel drive before. So, this is interesting. That's actually pretty dang nice. Okay. Let's get this on here pretty good. And then we'll take a measurement here in just a minute. We'll leave it to Ford to have reverse thread on their tie rods. Okay. That's pretty close. Alright. Alright. Got the other tie rod. Just about ready to take some measurements here in a minute. Come on now. Oh, there's not a hole. Never mind. We can just wait on that. I thought the bag was ripped. Well, that's not right. Okay. Let's try the other one. Let's try this one. That is still not right. That's a lot too loose. Huh. No, that's not the right size at all. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. I wonder if this side's the right side. No. Right. Well, tried a couple of things and it's not gonna work. So, I think what we'll do is set this inner tie rod back in the truck. And since both the tie rods are wrong, we couldn't just take it off of this side, put it on there with the new tie rod. It's not going to be right. So we'll just throw this up for the time being, loosely bolted in so that that wheel doesn't fold over in the middle of the night and knock itself off the jack. We can do at least that. Well, for time to break out the old wire wheel. Right, well, let's try this with a fresh battery. Alright, we're gonna call it quits tonight. I don't have a tie rod for that end that fits. All the threads are wrong. Burnt out one of my files trying to file those back. Those threads are just garbage. So, China. I'll have to change that tomorrow. Anyways, got this bolt in, got the cotter pin in. The tire shouldn't go anywhere. If it does, it's not going very far, hopefully. And yeah, we're out of parts. Sorry, nothing I can do. I was hoping to at least get these tire rods done and the rest, but we can't. Got a bunch of stuff we gotta return tomorrow. Here's another pile of junk for the scrap pile. See how our fire is doing. It's getting pretty low. Alright, well, that's gonna end it off for tonight. We'll catch back up tomorrow. Alright, it is the next day. Went ahead and got some new parts and got one side of this done just so I could kind of teach myself how to do it before I put it on YouTube, just so I know what I'm talking about a little bit. It's a pain, but it's not quite as bad as it was looking last night. I'll show you what we've done, and then I'll show you the new parts that we've got. So, I already moved my light. You can't really see. Got the ball joints done, and got the tie rod started. I think, yeah, no, I started that last night. Either way, this is a pain getting this apart. Sorry you can't see. I'll just show you the parts that we've got. So both those other tie rods were wrong and would not thread into this. So we went back to Napa and got one that will now thread into this. There we go. I'm gonna get this wheel off quick and start turning into this. I'm gonna show you guys how to take apart the front end of this and how to press out ball joints and the rest. Obviously I already broke this loose a minute ago. Had my brother hold the brake and it was still moving, couldn't figure out why. I forgot to put the caliper back on the other side, so we just spent 15 minutes pressing that back in with the ball joint press and got that situated. So now we can start this side fresh and not have to worry about the other side at all, hopefully. These calipers are one of the funkiest designs I've ever seen on calipers. They were more weird than my Volvo, and those are weird. I know this video was supposed to be wheels and tires as well, but that's gonna have to be put on hold, at least temporarily. I've got to get this done first. I don't have enough time left in my weekend to do wheels and tires. I'll be lucky to get this finished and out of the shop before I have to go back to work. This might be stripped. That would not be good. It is. Great. Shoot. They're all stripping. That one just rounded itself out too. Good grief. See if this works. Huh. I think that just folded out too. Oh no, it broke loose. Alright, we're good. This one the same way. Before I get too far into this, as soon as I get these broke loose, I'm going to go ahead and take the caliper off first and show you that. And then we'll get back to this. I'm a little rushed on this video, so I apologize if when you watch it, it's not great. I'm trying to do better on my YouTube videos, but man, when you're trying to get so much done every weekend, it gets very hard. And today I was in such a hurry trying to get that one side completed, so I knew how it went, so I actually filmed something that was worth watching instead of struggling on one side the entire time. I figured I would just do that and then film this side so I can show you what's going on. So, for the caliper here, of course, he's got mismatched bolts in every single assembly here, so that's convenient for sure. Yep, there is no nut on this. It's just a round, like, carriage bolt, basically. What is? Oh my gosh. Yep. And it's bent, of course. What in the world? I don't know how well you can see that. That's junk. So we'll just put it right back when we're done. Okay. And my hammer, I think, oh, right there.
Yeah, nice spider's nest starting up here.
Oh yeah. Watch your head. Alright. This obviously sits here, but as you can see, it's got a very strange, I can't do this one-handed, there. It's got a very strange pocket, or I don't know what you want to call that, gap right there. This has to go in this way with this piece on top of it, like that. So you have to hold this caliper up, wedged into a certain specific position, and then try to get this wedged and hammered through. It's a very odd concept. But with that said, I'm going to throw you on a time lapse, get this torn apart, lay it all out, and then I'll show you how you disassemble one of these hubs. Well, spent about 15 minutes fighting that one ring. Could not get it pulled up over. I don't have the right tool for it, so I've just been using these bent up angled needle nose, but it's off. The rest of it's out, and now this whole hub assembly should just pull, right off. Alright. And then it's got a bearing in there that we'll re-grease. 6 bolts here that we got to pull off, and then this whole axle should slide off in theory. Well, you guys should subscribe and watch my videos so I can buy new lights. Just keep breaking them. Huh? Might be okay. I'm gonna clean this up because I'm just gonna re-grease it anyways. I'd like to be able to hold on to it. Yet another video that I can't use my words in. So that's normal. Alright. So this truck ought to drive like a dream after this. I'm actually pretty excited. Alright. Although, I did figure this out. My shock is very secure. So that's good. It'll help with the potholes. This truck is going to be brand new underneath. New rear axle, new rear leaf springs, new rear shocks, new clutch, new rear main seal, new transfer case seal. Let's see what else. Some new fuel line in certain areas, but I didn't mind too much doing. The rest of them can keep rotting. I don't care. And then an entirely new front end. New ball joints. Oh my gosh. New drag links. New tie rods. Should drive very nice. Hopefully I can actually do the speed limit without feeling like my truck is gonna... I don't know what just happened there. There. This one's really in there. There. Now it's starting to break loose. Alright, let's see if this axle will come out of here. Oh yeah. Oh, that wasn't bad at all. See, that looks good right here. I mean, it's a little bit dirty, but it's still... You can still see plenty of gold in there. That's not bad at all. Ugh. Alright. Well, I'm going to put you back on a time lapse while I get these nuts broke loose and get this knuckle out of here. And then I'll catch back up when we actually press these. And I'll show you how that works. So, as you saw, that thing fell out of there perfectly. It's a good thing we got steel toes on. Alright, so when you're doing these, this is already upside down. But if ever you gotta do one of these, you've got to pull the bottom one first and then the top one secondly, because the bar for the ball joint press has to go through this hole here where this lower ball joint is in order to line up properly with this. Then when you put it back together, you've got to put the top one in first, then the bottom. Otherwise, you're in for a world of hurt. I nearly made that mistake and realized what I was doing at the last second. Alright, changed my mind. This is actually pretty funny. So, as you can see, we've got this whole layer on the floor, and we have to stand on it while the other one tries to press the ball joints out. And the last one we did, we had to actually stand holding onto the fender of the truck, trying to brace and hold our legs down, trying to press it because it was so stuck. So it's pretty funny, so you might get a kick out of it for a minute. Alright. Ready? Yep. Okay. Okay, up. Thank you. This is obviously a very professional way to do this. Okay, hold on, let me scoot it back.
Oh no.
This whole project is throwing me off. Thank you. This is taking the longest out of anything else on this truck. It's just pressing these dang bolts in and out.
Oh, the back popped.
Alright, up. It actually did. I believe you. I wish my back would pop.
Oh, it wasn't a good pop.
Oh.
Popped in like 6 places. Trying to catch
Okay,
my
let's
balance.
turn the other angle so I'm not.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alright. Don't really flash in the camera.
Not really. Not a plumber. No sense in false advertising.
It's true.
Alright. Oh. It's giving away, giving away. I think that was me giving away.
Exactly.
Alright. That's it. And this is why you gotta do the bottom first and then the top, because, well, I'll show you. Alright, that goes on there. Almost had to use the ball joint. That goes on
Yeah, I'll hold
this. Thank you. So you gotta, actually wait. I already figured this out on the last one. You can just slide it through that way first.
Oh yeah.
Makes it a little easier. You can see what I mean. You gotta go through the lower ball joint provision. This lower ball joint isn't that bad. It's actually, you know, aside from a destroyed seal and all the rest, it's still got some resistance in it. But let me actually go grab the other ones really quick and show you that, because that's pretty hilarious. I'm not kidding about getting up to about 50 and having the whole truck just start rattling itself to death. This is the upper one. It's toast, right? The bottom one is the worst I've ever seen in my life. I mean, there is, look at that, nothing. Look at how ridiculous that is. Absolutely no resistance, no rubber left. Obviously, been years since there's any grease in it. I'm amazed that this thing did not shear off when we were doing that, well, 4-wheel drive test, the weak one. I know it was weak, okay? Don't gotta remind me. Yeah, I don't know how it didn't shear. But I guess you can watch us do this top one for a minute. If it gets too involved and we gotta go over there and get the vise, then don't turn it off. But we'll give this a shot and see if maybe we'll get lucky. You ready? Yeah.
Yep. Go.
Here, let's scoot back a little. Alright. Ready? Okay. Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Can I balance?
Okay.
It's going.
Okay.
Actually, just
Yeah, I'll
stay there
stay
if
right
you
here.
can.
Yep.
This side's actually proven to be easier so far. You're good.
Lost my balance.
No, it's a real balancing act.
Yes, it is. True balancing act.
Yes. Alright. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating my rear off.
So if you need this done,
Don't
we're
call
for
us.
hire, but for a large fee.
Yeah, you get to pay the mortgage for a month. Alright. And all the parts. For our cars and yours.
Yeah. Oh,
The second I take my coat off, it goes.
scared it.
This is getting too serious around here. Might as well just give up now. Got it?
Yep.
Okay. We got lucky. We got a brand new press to rent from Napa. Sorry, Jason. It's not brand new anymore.
Hope he's not watching.
He's too cool to watch my videos. Where's my drill? I just saw it on my way back. Oh, it's right there.
The drill?
Yeah, with the white wheel on it.
Oh, that's the impact.
That's the bottom. The top first. It's too small for that hole. Here, hold on for a second. By the way, I don't know if you guys have ever seen one of these, but it's pretty dang cool. It's a new style, or at least new to me. I don't know, maybe I'm just old and broke. But it's a cotter pin, but it goes through here, and you shove it on, and it grabs all the way around on both sides. It's actually pretty doggone cool. And you get it off by throwing it on the ground. Okay. Alright. So, top first. Are you pouring another? No. Oh, you should.
I can.
Gonna make me start singing that really terrible song. Oh.
That was stupid.
Okay. I know. This. I guess I do still need that. Don't need that anymore. Okay, how did I do this? This way. Right? No, this way.
Pull the top over.
Right. So you gotta feed this. Okay. Where did I put that? Fire bar. Right there. Oh. Not fire bar, breaker bar. Okay, so
Just snug it to
same
start.
way. Yep. Alright. I know if any of you cared enough to comment, you'd probably ask, well, why not just use an impact? Well, because some of us don't have impact money, that's why. We would if you guys would subscribe and, you know, like the video and stuff like that, and actually watch more than, what is it,
Yeah,
minute and a
8
half?
minutes.
No, not 8. It was
Not
like
8.
a minute and a half is my average watch time. So that's on you. If you want to see more professionalism and better tools,
I watch all of them all the way through.
on silent.
Volume on.
I'm kidding. All right, you're gonna have to transfer all the way to the other side.
Yep. Heck, I watch them twice. I'm here doing it too.
Yeah, he does it and then watches it.
Yep.
Alright.
It's called being loyal.
Yeah.
Well, Doesn't help that, you know, we're brothers, so.
And he lives with me.
Oh, wow.
Don't tell my wife.
Ridiculous.
Holy shit.
That's it.
This is supposed to be a kid-friendly channel.
I didn't
Alright.
say anything yet.
Alright, jump off, jump off.
Just with my ankles stuck. Ow.
We're not even halfway there. Alright, ready?
It is all over me.
You ready? Get it? Go. Okay. Jump off. There. Try it again. Right there. I think it's almost time to get the voice. Alright, you're scaring me. Get off. Let me reset. Alright, ready?
Yep.
Oh, that's a lot better. Holy cow. Why didn't we do that the first time?
I don't know.
It actually locks itself on this side of the caliper. Whole
That's
time.
good.
Okay, hold on. Let me put my phone on this head. Okay?
Yep.
This is getting pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
You good?
Okay, yep.
Ah, there. Now let's go.
Rotating the whole
Yep.
clamp. Just watch my ankle. Okay, I'm gonna get my foot out of
Oh,
there.
yeah. Alright. Now it's going to go properly.
Let me pull for a minute, I'm getting chilly.
You can do the next one.
Alright.
Alright. Holy cow. See? That's lots of fun. So get yourself a brother and go try it. Okay, we are going to clean up and re-grease this axle and hub and stick all this back together. So, I know I said this looked pretty good, and it does, but we're just going to redo it with fresh grease and all the rest while we're already here. It actually looks like a new or new used axle on this side. See all the orange paint on it? Yeah, that's not factory. At least not that I'm aware. I don't know of any of these trucks that came with orange front axles. So it's probably a refurb or something. Honestly, these splines look really nice, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if that's what it was. Don't come in, I'm filming.
I almost just ate it in the same spot.
Really?
I must have stepped in the same place and nearly fell. Again, it is so slick. If that
area.
When he was bringing in the happy juice when I was filming before we took the ball joints out, I heard a thump outside the door. I thought he was using his boot to let me know to open the door because his hands were full. But then I didn't hear anything after that, and he told me on the last time lapse he ate it in the dark in the ice, which sucks. He dropped the happy juice, but it's fine, it survived. Okay.
I'm sure feeling it though.
The happy juice?
No.
Oh. Alright.
Smacking the ice with my whole right side.
Yeah, I'm sure. We got the axle in. Trying to be a little more serious right now. Attempting. Gotta grease up this shaft. Lube up this shaft. And start putting it back together. Man, I'm actually gonna have to get another type of grease here pretty soon. I didn't wear gloves for the last one, but I'm trying to hurry. Now I got tie rods to do next. I don't want to be fumbling around trying to hold on to a bunch of slippery rods. Okay. I think that's pretty good. We'll just throw that back in right there. Slap a little bit more grease in this assembly. Spread it around a little thick. Make sure everything's good and moisturized. Perfect. Actually, this is the first time I've ever worn gloves doing this grease. This works out really nice. Because it can be kind of a trick if it's your first time. I remember my first time.
I remember my first beer. Actually, I don't know if I really do.
I do.
Oh, see, there's lots following it.
Huh?
See, there might have been lots following the first one.
Well, yeah.
No, I do.
Steven?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure of it.
Yep.
Okay. There it goes. That sounds healthy.
Pretty sure that's pure mountain spring water at the bottom of that glass.
Well, don't hog it all.
Well,
You want to come put
that's what I had left.
Huh? Did you want to come tighten up the rest of these nuts?
Sure.
Or just snug them?
Breathing fire as it is.
Well,
Oh, don't break it.
pretty sure that was just my ratchet. It's fine. So just get these snug, and then I'll grab the breaker bar there, and I have my elbows appropriately calibrated for right about 50 foot-pounds.
Yeah.
So
About all you need.
I pre-calibrated it on the other side. I see what you mean.
Yep.
Sure is a beautiful wife out tonight.
Yeah, it is. Just watch some skin peel on the back of my nose.
Yeah, well.
I thought that's a bit close as my knuckle was grinding the skin off of itself.
That's the way you want to do it.
Okay, I'll let you finish up.
Alright, well, let's try this again. batteries in these GoPros really don't last worth nothing. Alright, so we're gonna slide this assembly on like so. And then you're gonna grab your big socket. You're gonna have to go buy one of these. It's a chrome bandium, but it's got 4 little teeth in there, and it just reaches in and grabs stuff. But I use it to seat the bearing because it's the right diameter. And then you can come over, start doing all of this. Now, if it is your first time and you pre-grease everything like I just did, just go ahead and wipe all the nasty, dirty grease off of all of your pieces in reassembly, because ultimately it will re-bleed new fresh grease onto all of this. So it's safer just to get all the contaminants and junk out of your threads. You can see what I'm talking about here. It's got 4 teeth on it, like that, or in it I should say. And if you just slap it in there like that, then, oh wait, actually hold on one second. I gotta make sure this is not the right one. Glad I remembered that. So when you do this, one of these, I'm just gonna call it a nut. I don't know what else to call it. But one of these will have a little nipple that sticks off one side of it. And that, well, I'll show you what that's for in a second. Let me find the one that's got it. Uh-oh. It's sheared off. That's not good. Okay. Well, I think it will be okay. I mean, honestly, this side was tighter and more secure than the other side was that was not broken. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't know what's going on here. This way a little bit, thank you. So, don't worry about zooming up, I'm pretty close. This here, it's got a little dot on it right there, you can kind of tell, and it's sheared off. So, that's not good. That is supposed to go basically like this. Once you screw this on, this slaps over it, and between this key here and these holes, it lines up and it pinches that together. So when you put it in 4-wheel drive, this does not spin. Now, obviously we saw the 4-wheel drive seems to be working fine, so I don't know how detrimental that is to the 4-wheel drive. But either way, that's what it's supposed to be. Okay. So that piece goes in next. There's a little keyway. You'll see it if you look in there. It's on the spline. Just line up the keyway on the inside of that that washer basically. It'll slide right in. Then you can get your second nut. Make sure it's all clean and free of debris. There's a bunch of junk that gets caught down in these grooves. Just try to knock out the heavy deposits as much as you can. You don't want that grime and sand and whatnot riding around in there because it will wipe out bearings. So if you guys don't know how to set a wheel bearing, you want to suck it down pretty good, make it nice and tight to where this basically doesn't want to turn anymore, and then you want to back it off about 1/4 of a turn. You see how that's really hard to turn now? Then you come back just about right there. Now it spins nice and free, but you can feel it's mildly snug, but not dragging. You should only be able to feel the grease dragging, and that's it. You don't want it to pinch at all, because once you get this deal in there and get that second nut back on and pinch it, it will take up just a little bit more slack, and it may be too tight and you'll wear out your wheel bearing. So go ahead and get your second one just good and snug, like that. And the second one, you do actually want to put probably I don't know, but I'm guessing probably about 40 foot-pounds on it. Okay, so to reassemble this, you're gonna lay this out all in order like I've been showing you. This piece here is pretty funky, but if you clear all the old grease off of it and put new grease on it like I've been doing everything else, and then slide it in, it should slide in pretty nicely and fairly easily. And then that other, it's not exactly a snap ring, it's more like, well, I don't even know what to call that, to be honest. I'll show you in a second. Oh, whoops, almost forgot to my grease that ran away twice. My gosh. Okay, so just goop it up pretty decently heavy. You don't want to glob it on, but put a good layer on there. Make sure all of the splines inside of here have plenty of grease in them, like so. Then you want to assemble it with this open end towards you. It might take some fiddling. May have to get under there and turn the axle. That's what we had to do with the other one. We'll see if we can get it. Oh yeah, perfect. Perfect. See how it shot all this old grease out? All this nasty black junk? Yeah, it goes right in the fireplace. Next piece, you want to grab this, I guess for all intents and purposes, it is a spring. Circular spring. How's that? Is that alright? Okay. So just get one end started, like that. And just walk it around. Oops. And have it jump back out at you like that. That's what you want. Okay. There's a groove inside of this hub, and you'll, well, it's obvious. You'll feel and hear it kind of snap into place. Okay, so then you come grab your lock ring right here and your lock ring pliers. Open that guy up like so. Hold on a second, actually. I gotta pull this axle back toward me somehow. There we go. Okay. Now, lock ring plier. There. And there's a groove in the end of the spline. It'll go right on. Then your spring and gear. So this is the part, see how this is flat right here? This has a provision. You want to install it with the provision facing the spring in here, because that will ultimately sit against the end of this. So this is where that screw comes in. You want to pull this most of the way out. You can take it all the way out, it doesn't really matter. Put your spring on, put that in. There, slides right in. Put your screw back in. Tighten it up. And you're back together. Then you take your hub and, well, if I have to explain to you what to do with that, you probably shouldn't be working on vehicles. You should already know. And boom. That's it. Alright, I'm going to throw you on a time lapse. get this front tie rod situation somewhat under control, I'll show you how to measure for length, and then back to time lapse. We'll throw it in and we're done tonight. It's getting very, very late. Go ahead and fill it. Okay, that was a long time lapse, but as you can see, we've got the new tie rods in. They're adjusted probably, hopefully within about 1/4 of an inch. Gotta suck all of these up for sure, but it's all held together for the moment. All the ball joints are in. My diff is leaking, so that's good. But yeah, everything's together. Oh, let's try that again. Anyways, yeah, virtually the whole front end as far as steering components and joints and whatnot. Haven't done the drag links yet, but I also realized apparently I don't have any drag links here, so I don't know if I'm going to worry about those. They're only for going up and down really, and what I need is steering for the moment. I might do drag links and shocks maybe in a month or so, a little earlier spring. I just need this truck to drive straight, and this should do that. Just about dropped the camera. Oh yeah. Thanks to my brother for the help. Couldn't have done this without him. But yeah, as long as the truck will drive straight, I want it out of here. I want the COMET in. I've got some big plans. I've got some things coming for it. So hopefully everything will work out. We'll still do wheels and tires on this, but as soon as we're done with the wheels and tires, it's definitely COMET time. I need to drive that thing this year. That being said, it is now exceptionally late, and I need to go in and get some food. So, I know this is kind of a janky video, I apologize, but it's the best I could do this weekend. So, good night, I will see you guys next week. Okay guys, well, we got the truck finished up and out of the shop. I know you won't be able to see it very well, but we're bringing the COMET in. It's gonna be awesome. We're looking for a push bar, so I'm gonna put you guys up on the tripod for the moment, and we will get going. push that. It's got like the back thing. You push this a little bit more while he's taking out. Farther, and I'll top it on the wheel thing. Yeah, that's probably good. I'll put on the wheel coaster. Man, look at it. Yeah. Look at this desk. This is amazing. It's actually in the shop. Finally. Man, I love this car. This is gonna be a lot of fun. Oh yeah. Look at this patina. Absolutely awesome. I always forget just how much smaller this car looks in the or when it's, you know, when it's not in a garage or something. It's not that big of a car. It's honestly not much bigger than my Mustang. Yeah, I got full of a bunch of junk right now, but man, I'm pumped. This is gonna be so cool. Alright guys, well, that was that's it for the sneak peek of the next episode. It's gonna be turning into this thing, cleaning it up. I've got a ton of parts in the trunk. I got radiator, spark plug wires, gaskets, trim, all sorts of stuff. So next week, hopefully, we will be doing wheels and tires on the truck. Hopefully that won't take very long. And then we'll be able to dive directly into this, start getting it going. I've got to rebuild the steering column. I've got some diamond plate I'm going to build the dash out of. Fix the glove compartment, get the door back on it. Well, I might leave the door off it for the moment while I'm welding. But I'm going to go underneath the car and kind of seal up the rest of the seams under there. And then yeah, it's wire wheel time for the back deck here. And probably the roof, the underside of the roof. And then I'm going to tear these door cards out, and I've got a pretty cool idea how I'm going to build some new ones. Anyways, that's it for tonight. I got to get up early. We'll see you next week.